script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes, so they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers' offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Hit as he throws. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
So Oklahoma's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. We got a duel in this game with two of the better tight ends in the country. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. They go play action with Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Simmons going to take a shot at this DB. Upstairs, he's got it. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The run inside. It's Hardy.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
Fires to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game.
And there's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Finds his big tight end. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Mateer. Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Got a little grass. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff to Xavier. And they get him down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Now they'll run the draw. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on down the left side. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Simmons to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Prabula. He was only in this up.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. On the ground with the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Oklahoma! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Simmons on the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The RPO, it's complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Throwing Simmons. Fakes to grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Hardy. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Off the RPO, complete. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Simmons on play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Sooner offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Oh,
and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. To the air, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's Harris. And the defense drags him down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Snap from the gun on third down. Makes the grab over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Can you go?
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Jesus, he's
Play
lollygagging.
by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pulls it on the option. Maybe some room here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Got his man down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you.
He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Again, it's Simmons. Lofts one high and deep. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out.
A flag.
And he missed it.
Oh,
no good.
my.
On the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it.
Oh, my God, dude. Here we go again. Here we go again. But I'm a new man.
them when they're on
I'm a new
that
man. I don't get
leg.
tilted.
So just
I'm a
a
new man.
lack of discipline, and on 4th down, 2, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Hauls it in. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the 2nd half.
Beautiful sky over here in Missouri.
No attempt at a return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach coming out of the locker room. They have to start the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency. On the road, backs against the wall with a hostile crowd. He said, we got to have more intensity. They did a good job in the 1st half, but this game is close, and they understand all of the playoff implications. They've got to be the best version of themselves here to start this 3rd.
All right, Holly.
Oh, I ran.
It's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Takes the easy completion. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the 1st half. So
it's okay. We can take a shot, Reese, or
deep shot. They're not able to come
whatever your name is.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the counter.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the 2nd half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to...
Oh, my God.
He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. One more time, it's Hardy. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Missouri wants to go fast. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to... I
don't know why they were so adamant about running no huddle into that.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They go to the ground. Might have a chance. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Sooners are rolling down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Right back to Hardy. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Ooh.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh my God, 2 drops. Oh my God, 2 first down drops. Okay, that's okay. I'm a new man. I'm a new man. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Here's Hardy to begin.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
Okay. Okay.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Complete to the right.
Oh, yeah, please, hold on to that. Despite me ramming my helmet into your back. Oh, go ahead. I'll just be the one that drops the passes.
Like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Pressure coming. He's got him. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. In the red area, it's Hardy. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Simmons. Makes the grab. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Robinson again. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
An injury timeout.
Oh, God. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Simmons from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running inside, it's Robinson. Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run with Robinson. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Motion from the wideout. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.